Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to the CARE Global Leadership Series, the M.A.T.H edition. Let me tell you what CARE means. The collaboration, the acceleration, the revelation, and the elevation. And the M.A.T.H is men about their health. And my panel, my supreme panel, is the world famous hip hop pioneer. You might know him from Yo MTV Raps, working with some of today's and yesterday's biggest hip hop and R&B stars. He's the founder of the Dr. Dre Victory Foundation and doing so much out there. Love, 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 love this guy. And you're going to understand what I mean by multiple loves by the end of this broadcast. And then I have my man all the way across the water, the global influencer, the impactor, the global speaker. He is the founder of Camara Youth, all the way from the UK, hanging out with Parliament. Yeah, I said Parliament. I don't mean George, what's his name in P-Funk. I mean King Charles Parliament, my man Unisa Camara. So guys, we're going to get right into today's topic because everybody knows, the world knows that Troy had a colonoscopy procedure yesterday. And I had so much fun in there, man. It was, what an experience. And the whole time, and I did a little Facebook Live out of there. They were good. They were cordial. And they joined in and they were just having so much fun. And I was just saying all the time that every man should experience what I'm going through right now. It was one of the funnest experiences I've ever had going to a doctor's visit. Thank God I've never been in the hospital, but this was a great experience, man. Now, the worst part of it, though, I'm going to be honest, because we're going to get real, Dre, Unisa. This is real conversation right here, okay? This is the Galvanite, this bottle right here, my screen. This is the big bottle of Galvanite. I believe that's what they call it. Y'all can see that. And you have to drink that nasty mix the night before and the morning of. That was the worst part of this. I didn't feel nothing. I didn't go to sleep. It was just a great experience. The staff over at Kaiser, amazing, amazing. So all the men having fear out there that you don't want nobody going up your butt, come on, man. Come on, man. Don't worry about it. Ain't nobody going up your butt, okay? It was simple. I ain't even feel it, to tell you the truth. So, Dre, won't you chime in your thoughts about the colonoscopy, the fear of men? Just what's your thoughts, brother?
Well, the thoughts are simple. Thank you, Troy, for once again inviting me to this incredible panel. Thank you, Unisa, for being here with us and understanding that in America, we consider this African American History Month. African American His Story Month. So I'm going to break the story down like this. Troy, I congratulate you on taking care of your health. It's so important. Now, some people some men, especially men of color, may find it very shaky to have a doctor decide to invade the area where it's usually an exit ramp. He decided it had to be an entrance ramp. But he has to do that because the things that go on in our bodies that you put in your mouth come out the exit ramp, the anus, the ass, the what you dump is what you are. And the only way they can find out what's happening is to have that colonoscopy. And it's so important. And like Troy said, I've had one too. And probably the worst part of the experience is drinking that stuff down and having to expel everything in your system before you go on that table that morning. Now, the difference between Troy and I, which I found interesting, Troy was the life of the party on Facebook and on any other social media platform he could find. He made people laugh. He went in there with a clear mind, understanding the importance of this procedure because we try to downplay it in our communities, but we don't also explain if this is caught early, it could save your life. Prostate cancer is not a joke, prostate cancer. And we have to be very careful on what goes through our intestines because that's based on what we put down our throats. So, Troy being blessed enough to survive the drinking of the concoction, we'll call it, he found out where he stands. And the beauty is, I remember when I did this quite a few years ago, and you should always go to your endocrinologist at least 3 to 4 times a year to get your blood checked, get your PSA done, so you can make sure that you are on a healthy path because it's important. But when I had it, I had to do the same thing Troy did. But the difference was I had to go in the operating room because of my size. And they didn't want to take a chance that something could have happened. So they brought me in the hospital. And between my prayers, which was the most important thing, and my jokes and laughing and joking with the anesthesiologist, the doctor, when I went to sleep, I said, whatever you guys find up there, if it's sparkling and shiny, it's mine. Anything a little dark, misty, and smelly, you can take it out and flush it. So we had a good time making jokes about that. But when I awakened, they said, Mr. Brown, which is my government name, you had a little stuff stuffed up there, but it flushed right out of you, which surprised us all. And there was nothing in there. You had no polyps except the one by your anus, which is normal because that's where all your waste ends up. No, you can't reach in and clean it unless you do certain things as a man that I don't do.
Hey,
But the
Dre,
important thing
sorry to
is I didn't
interrupt.
have any polyps. Excuse me?
I just got a 22 messages from the fans out there. They all want to know, did they find a diamond?
I won't tell you about that, but my Rolls Royce is pointed out in front of the yard. What can I say? But the thing is, the most important diamond of it all is my intestines, my health was secure. And they said, I wanted to see you for 5 years, which was a blessing and a half. Now I'm going to see my endocrinologist in about 3 more months. They did a PSA on me this time. We'll see where it stands. Because we have to be very conscious of what goes in the on ramp and what comes out the exit. So increase your vegetables, your fresh vegetables, increase your fresh produce, leave the boxes and cans on the shelf, increase your water so that you can keep that thing flushing and flowing as best it can. So once again, folks, and men, women, and children, this is an important thing to do. Now it's Troy. You know they're going into 30 years of age. You should be getting a colonoscopy. It used to be just men over 50. They've gone down as low as 30 now because it affects everyone's lives. So be like Troy. Go get it done. The moment of embarrassment is worth a lifetime of happiness and joy. I love y'all, man. That's what the love is all about.
Love,
Anissa,
love, love it.
I
Love it.
pass, I pass the good verbs and the good vibes to you.
I appreciate you, my brother. Dr. Dre, I've always looked up to this man, ladies and gentlemen. He is the person that made me love hip hop. Coming from Africa, we needed a form of comfort. And watching him and Ed Lover was just phenomenal. So I felt as though we had a relationship before you even knew it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Um, you know, I'm glad, I'm honored to be here. And let me just say, Troy, the liquid that you drank was to empty out your bowels. Now, when you go through this process, ladies and gentlemen, as you're quite aware, as Dre stated, what you put in is what you put into your soul, and you got to take it out. But when you're going through this process, it's about 30 minutes to 45 minutes process. When you go in there, they put you on the table. Now, they're going to give you the drugs to relax you. It's a camera that they're going to insert into you, your rectum. Now, when this camera goes in, is also air that they're going to pump into your intestine. Now, this is giving them the ability to insert a camera further. This is done to check, your bowel, your bowel, symptoms. Like if you have blood in your urine, feces, you need to go get checked. If you have diarrhea that is not stopping, you need to go get checked. Even if you're using the toilet, the bathroom, you see blood, not even on the feces, just blood. Is always better to be safe than sorry. If you're losing weight and you feel tired more than the norm, you need to get checked. Because when they do this I can't say the word.
Colonoscopy.
Thank you, my brother. They can check for Colon's disease. They can check for so many other disease, so it's always good to be on the safe side. And oh, by the way, the thing that they're going to cut in you, it's called the bulb, Poly.
Or the polyps.
So it's just a little insertion. It's like a little cell, which indeed that you can recover from. So it's better to get that removed, taken care of, than procrastinate into something that can become worse. Troy?
Dr. Unisa Camara, thank you so much. You just brought back vivid memories from 18 hours ago. Man, thank you for that. But that was right on point.
Troy, can I throw something else in real quick?
Yeah, please, come on.
Now, also for men's health care and even women's health care, we should be trying to get what's called a colonic done at least once a month. And a colonic's where you do the same procedure like you do a colonoscopy, but they're rinsing your insides out. And they flush it and they flush it and they flush it. And when you get off the table, when you finish doing that, you have a sense of euphoria. Like, wow, what was that I just took? I mean, I used to take drugs, but this was better than that. The reason being, when it flushes your system out, the insides in and out, you're getting rid of all those poisons, all those little things that hang on that you can't get out when you drink not a colonoscopy, a colonic. Liquid colonics through your mouth, they work, but they work about a third as well as a true colonic, where they actually insert a tube and hot water and saline solution in you to actually clean your colon, clean your intestines, and you feel it all the way up into your stomach, and then they flush it out of you. And then they do it again, and then they do it again. I wouldn't suggest doing more than 1 or 2 per month tops, but if you have any questions, speak to your doctor and let them know what you're doing. But believe me, it does work and it helps you feel even better. I suggest it for men and women over the age of 25 to 50 to 60. It's just very important because we treat our cars better than we treat ourselves. And in 2024, being that we want so much more, and Troy is the man of action, I'm just here to bring the love, the love, the love. So yes, Unisa, thank you so much. Thank you, Troy. And I want to thank the doctors for doing what they did for us.
Troy, let me just add on to that. I love my cars. And what you say is true. I'm the one who's terrified of going to the doctors. But if you see me getting my car detailed, you'd be like, wow, he loves his car more than he loves himself. But
Exactly.
but the thing is, you hit it right on the nose. When we get this bowel pops, it's and line in our large intestines. That is what we need to get taken care of. So a lot of people sometimes when they see blood in their feces, they take it for granted, thinking it's something that is going to pass. A lot of us try to avoid a situation that can be rectified right away. We procrastinate on things that are really a life-saving situation. So instead of going getting your car polished, get your intestine, your insides taken care of. That can give you extra months or years.
Well, it's like you know what it is? It's like changing the oil in your car. It's like changing the radiator fluid in your car. It's like changing the windshield wiper fluid in your car. You got to do it so that you can see out the windshield. The car runs faster. The engine runs smoother. It doesn't make any knock knock noises. And all of a sudden, you're like, why does the car work so well? Because you're paying attention to the engine. Same thing here. We want to work better, then let's get all the tools that we have that are available to us to get it done. So, like I said, go check on getting that colonoscopy for men. And the other thing is you can always get colonics done, which I don't know where in the UK you can get them done, but you can go online and find a good place that gets a colonic done. Ask some of your friends, especially some of your beautiful women with great skin, and believe me, it clears up your skin too. Oh yes, it does. And the more you get it done, you could just see the results on your body.
Well, gentlemen, you guys, you both add so much value. That's why we have the M.A.T.H series, right? And that's why God aligned us to do this, because we just the right men to do this, honestly. But I have a petition going out there, and I started it yesterday while I was actually on the table. The nurse, and I want to shout out Nurse Erica, Nurse Ben, my man Seydu, and of course, Dr. Annie Wong performed thousands of those procedures. And they love the new name of the colonoscopy, and I'm going to announce it to the world right here. First on the M.A.T.H series. The new name for the colonoscopy starting today is the look up your butt procedure.
Oh man.
Yes. Endorsed unofficially by the staff at Kaiser Permanente. Unofficially, I said, okay? But yes, the look
Just
up.
trying to put it on a stamp.
Now that's barbershop talk, right? My theory is that if we can laugh about it as men, then maybe we'll laugh together as we walk into that doctor's office and save a life or two, right? So,
And we should do group men visits. So whether you get good information or bad information about yourself, and we could speak about it together and find out, well, how can we make this better, doc? What do we need to do to change?
I love that.
Indeed.
And when we do that, and you have that support from your boys, it's like going to a nightclub. And there's 2 or 3, and everybody's hovered up. You dressed real well, shoes are shined, and you're ready to go to the bar and buy homegirl a drink because she's there with her 3 cuties. You need to do the same thing with the doctor. We need to go get dressed, the best we can. At least go in there clean, bathe a little bit, wash your backside, and then go in one at a time. Say, hey, doc, I bought 3 for 1. Let's get this done. 3 for 1. Let's get it done.
I love it. I love it.
See about Dr. Dre, the saddest thing about us men specifically is the fact that, it's the misinformation. Because so many men, we have heard that when you go there, the doctor tells you bend over, put his glove on, his lubrication, and put his finger up in there. And many was like, man, listen, I'm not gonna let nobody stick a finger up there. So it's the misunderstanding of information that is, taking so men away from their health, from getting checked. Instead of us to sit together, like you said, we need to educate each other. We need to tell our brothers, nothing against our sisters, but our brothers specifically, like technology has improved.
Yeah.
Things are not the way they used to be.
Amen.
Well, you know what? Anissa, let me say this too, because you just gave me another idea. I say bring your girl, bring your wife, bring your mistress, and bring your friend that you may give a few extra bucks to the doctor. So when the doctor sticks his finger up your butt and they're standing there and she looks at your reaction, she says, "Oh, I know what to do to get you going." It's not as embarrassing. You know why? Because when you do it in private, she has no license, whether you get it done by her or somebody else, to tell you if you're good or bad. But if she's standing there and she's telling you, "Ooh, doc, keep doing that. That's a good thing," it may break the tension and the ice of the situation. If you know who you are and what you do sexually, whether you're heterosexual, homosexual, bisexual, transsexual, whatever the case may be, the most important thing out of this examination is your health. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Look, I try to convince my significant other, come on in here, hold my hand. Oh, you're nasty. No, I'm not nasty. Come on, woman. And I make jokes and stuff like that. That's why what Troy did yesterday, that's what helps bring us through sometimes. We need that levity so that when we get information, and it may be bad, it may be good, but the information, the best about it is you got the information. Now we can work on the treatment that you may need or the non. Believe me, when I went in, Troy, I wish I'd have gambled in Vegas on it and tripled down on myself. I'd have been a billionaire. But I was nervous. I will not lie. I was sitting there, oh man, this is not good. My mother had a history of this. My sister had a history of this. My brother, what am I going to? So, I mean, I had a history of this procedure and I didn't know what to say. And then some of my boys were, man, you going to let that doctor do that to you? You must be crazy. Dre, you out your mind. No, I'm not. I'm here. And some of those people that criticize me, unfortunately, I'm here. When I got that colonic, Dre, man, you must be gay. No, I'm here. I'm here. Some of
Gay
them folks are
laughing.
not here. Some of them people aren't here.
Yeah.
It's up. The choice is yours, but don't make the wrong choice because you feel embarrassed. I'd rather feel embarrassed and knowledgeable than be prideful and this brother was a good brother, this sister was a good sister. No, man, that's not cool. There's nothing cool about that. Not when you could have avoided it with an examination.
Well, for those fellas out there who've been scared, let me tell you, there's a poll going on out there about, for women, which do you love more, healthy man or unhealthy man? And you'll be amazed of the results. I think it was 100% women said healthy man. So, guys, take care of yourselves. Like I said, we say all the time, it's not about us. It's not about you, Nisa. It's not about Dre. It's not about Troy. It's about those around us, our family, our circle of friends, for those business owners, your employees, right? So many people are depending on you that you really have to be accountable to your health for them. It's not about you, man. So we're trying to eliminate the fears by having these discussions, upfront conversation, just real talk. Nothing is scripted. It's all from the heart because we want to reach at least a few men first, but we're going to get momentum. I know we are with this movement of M.A.T.H, men about their health. So we're going to get ready to close, but I'm going to give my men both an opportunity for some closing remarks, starting with the man in the UK, Unisa Camara.
Much appreciated, my brother. Ladies and gentlemen, Troy, Dr. Brenda sit here and we're laughing about the situation that is quite serious. There's nothing that we cannot put humor into for the betterment of self. This is your life. You understand? Sometimes it's good to make a mockery of yourself, make fun of yourself, but enjoy the journey of life. If you take everything too seriously, you're cutting your life short. And psychologically speaking, mental issues will occur when such things occur. So put a little humor into it. Never take things too personal and stop looking for excuses because excuses are not going to give you the result that you seek. So, as Troy said, at the end of the day, we can only talk, but the last action is up to you, and you have to take that final step to see a doctor. This is your life. It's a pleasure to be here as always. Thank you.
Dr. Dre.
Well, I want to expand on what Unisa was saying and quote the great Byron Allen, who's one of the greatest executive producers in Hollywood, young man that started his career on a show called Real People. He said when you walk in his office, he has on the wall, he says, I cannot deposit in my bank account excuses. I said, what? I cannot deposit in my bank account excuses. So I'm going to leave with a little prayer. I want to thank you, universe, and gods of the most high, truth and compassion. I welcome to be free. I also welcome a newfound faith. I choose love. I choose love. I choose love. And that's the strength that will get you through any dark time you have. And I am a blind amputee and a type 2 diabetic. I consider myself super bad, BAD. And the one thing about me is when I get knocked down, I brush it off and I keep moving forward. I get knocked down again, I brush it off and I keep moving forward. Because the only thing that stops me is me. And with the guidance and the love of the Creator, Master Planner, there's nothing that we cannot accomplish. So my blessings to all. We'll see you next time. And again, it's up to you. It really is. It's in your hands, your doctor, and your information. Make it a beautiful, wonderful day. Be well.
Thank you, my brother. An audience, I'm a man of my word is my bond. Earlier in the broadcast, I told you were going to understand what love, multiple loves meant. And when I said love, and you heard Dr. Dre say love, it's because we are working on bringing to you, as we speak, developing the original, the one and only Dr. Dre RCG Media, Dr. Dre Victory Foundation Love Tour 2-4. We are so excited about this that we are not sleeping. That's all I'm going to say right now. But the Love Tour 2-4 coming to a city near you. So remember, and this is important, to always think care, collaboration, acceleration, revelation, and elevation. The power is in with you. You have control of your destiny. You have to make the choices. You have to make the decisions. But we hope that we provided the information that will spark something into you to make you go visit your doctor. So thank you, Unisa. Thank you, Dr. Dre. And thank you, audience. Please like and subscribe to the channel. God bless you. Have an amazing rest of the weekend, man. Thank you so much. Love.